Hello everyone, welcome to episode 17 of my WCW New Era game. So just continuing on, we have called up Fatu from Developmental and also Doug Williams. So I pre-booked all the way up to here the 27th of March, and then we shall see who's going to stay and who's going to go in contract negotiations. It could be a crazy month, but no time like the present, so let's get going. Alright, a bit of a quiet one. Matt Seidel staying in develop. So when developmental's contracts come up, they sort of just sign a standard agreement. So technically I have to re-sign him. Okay, cut up here. So he must have signed a written deal. Written deal in this game is basically exclusive. What WWE, WF / WCW have. Sometimes you do get quiet days that's not even worth looking into. Like 3 bits of news, that is a pretty dead day. You're one of the Basham brothers. Bubba Ray Dudley. I did forget he was world champion, so. What a weird Raw is War. Bubba Ray Dudley beats The Rock, retains the world title. Brian Clark wants a title shot before the 5th of May, so 2 months' time. Yeah, why not? So where did you say 5th of May, wasn't it? Oh, there it is. So many contracts. I'm going to have to do a roster clear out at the end of this month, so it's going to be interesting, let's just say that. Alright, from Alberta, Canada, let's continue on. So we start off with a brawl to open Thunder. AJ with Brett are brawling with Jericho backstage. They finally get separated. They agree to meet one-on-one at the pay-per-view coming up, uncensored. I believe it was uncensored. AMW beat Lash LaRue and Caprice Coleman from Developmental for an star match. They're slowly getting over AMW. Doug Williams and Bryan Danielson beat the Young Dragons. Not too bad. 4-star match. Not a bad debut for Doug. 74%. Crowd lost interest in an 8-minute match. Shane Helms tells us that the joke of the superhero Hurricane Helms is no more, and I think we're changing his character. I can't remember what I changed it to, but it didn't go down well. I think I just got rid of comic book superhero, to be honest. And Abyss beats Finlay for an star, 85%. Fatu on his debut on the main roster beats Buff Bagwell. Bagwell made him look good because he got 4 everywhere. Edge Christian versus Sting and Vampiro is being set up for later. The Fallen are unhappy that Daniels and CM Punk are injured and want some revenge. So originally I was going to have a 6-man tag, but Daniels went down and Punk's gone down. 95%. Eddie beats Bam Bam for an star, 85%. Lance Storm on the Impact Players picks up the pinfall win over the Mexicals for an star, 85%. Edge and Christian beat the Fallen for an star, 91%. Following the match, Sting and Vampiro are arguing, but they do leave together, 87%. Mike Awesome beats the Ultimo Dragon in a 5-star match, damn, 86%. Sean O'Haire retains the television title, beats Steve Corino, 3-star, 83%. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart have a war of words, but it's just a trap as Jeff Jarrett sneaks up behind HBK and floors him with the guitar. 89%. Booker T beats Regal in a good match, 4 stars, 94% there. Main event, Kurt Angle, Scott Hall. Kurt Angle picks up the win by DQ. 5-star match, wow, 100%. Hall did a very good job putting him over, big time. Following the match, NWO do a beatdown of Kurt Angle and Scott Steiner holds the belt. So 94 to finish this Thunder. That's good. Anything above like 80 is good, so still smashing it in the ratings. The go home show before the pay-per-view. Making lots of money in ticket sales. I have no idea if that's accurate in real life to not. What we've got here, got Luther Reigns there. Suppose we'll look at SmackDown. Ming beats Rikishi. Oh, that's not a very good SmackDown if you ask me. Who have we got here? They've made a contract renewal for Sylvester Takai. I'm not interested in him, so I won't be going for him. My developmental, but there's some people in there that are still on NWO Wildside books. And my developmental also had a pay-per-view. Jidrak versus David Flair. If only if that was for the world title, that would have been funny. Although David Flair's getting better. He's probably quite... From January 2001 he was at 31 to March 2002 he's at 58. That's good growth considering he's 23. So, you know, former US champ and tag champ. Maybe soon we bring David up to the main roster. We'll see what happens at the end of the month. Right, from Ontario, Canada, keeping the Canada thing going. So start the show, hype video, your main matches, including Angle, Steiner, Edge, Sting, and Jericho, AJ, 100%. Scott Hall beats Bryan Danielson in the opener. 3.5 star, 81%. He's gone from main event in Thunder to opening the show. Biss beats Barry Windham, and Biss's little push is continuing. Cruiserweight title. Billy Kidman puts on a 5-star match against London and Amazing Red. It only went 8 minutes and was a 5-star match, but the crowd lost interest. Shows you how over London and Red are, unfortunately. Lance Storm, this is a big win for him. Beats Rey Mysterio, 4.5 star, 85%. Fatu and Mike Awesome put on a 4.5 star match, 91%. Awesome with the win. Bit of a thrown together match here. Regal, Corino and Clark beat Booker, Noble and Candido. 4.5 star, 90%. Ric Flair and AMW approach Shane Helms. They ask him, Flair thinks he's got potential and asks him to consider joining them. That got 88%. AMW then went off to successfully retain the tag titles against Kanyon and Bam Bam Bigelow. 4 star, 80%. The Natural Born Thrillers lose to Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero, Los Guerreros. 4 star, 88%. This is to start something. soon. Promo time. Jeff Hardy, Christian and Edge. Tonight we start the Feud of the Fallen. It will end 2 down, 2 to go. 87%. A random match. Triple H beats La Paca. For a star. 81%. Jeff Hardy, he beats Vampiro. 100%. 4.5 star. I'm pretty sure I made it chaotic. Their chaos segment made it good. And then Edge beats Sting. 3 star, 91%. Following the match, Vampiro turns on Sting and is chased off by Edge, Christian and Jeff Hardy. So I believe I should turn Sting face, and it was a success. So Sting is turned face. US title defense, Shawn Michaels beats Jeff Jarrett. 3.5 star, 89%. Following the match, Brett and Shawn start insulting each other as they always do. 87%. AJ Styles big win, beats Chris Jericho. 4 star, 90%. AJ got a big overness boost there. Skyner cuts a promo tonight. He's going to capture the world title here in Canada. However, Kurt Angle retains in I believe it was a last man standing match, because I put a major spot in there. 5 star, 100%. Scott Steiner wasn't happy. Doing a JOB clean, 92%. Alright, we've got to do some tidying up. So, stable wise, Sting's out. So, I guess we'll put Vampiro in charge. Sting's out. Storylines, where are we? That's done. Am I done with that one? Yeah, that one's done too. And Kurt Angle and Scott Steiner is done. So we've still got Triple H, we've got Helms, who's doing a storyline with Ric Flair, and this is the new one, the Los Guerreros one. But yeah, pretty good pay-per-view, pretty good. ECW also had a pay-per-view with Nova beat Balls Mahoney in the main event. Cool. So what I'll do at the end of the month is when I'll do my auto pushes. Sweet Saraya leaves WAW. That is Paige's mother. Random main event. X-Pac, Perry Saturn, Undertaker, Austin beat Bubba Ray, Billy Gunn, Kane, and The Rock. Part of me feels like I should go back to WWE and see if I can rebuild it. Gerard Briscoe. Let's have a look at Briscoe. So as an agent, he's 99, which is obviously very good. But I'm not going to go in a bidding war over Gerard Briscoe. Right, Georgia, Atlanta. We open up the Thunder. Eric Bischoff says tonight we'll have a triple threat match. The winners of each matches will become #1 contenders and get a shot at the world title. Okay. I can't remember if that's what. Yeah, so basically 2 triple threat matches. The winner of each matches will become #1 contender. So Kurt Angle's next challenger is actually challengers. He's going to have a triple threat. 90%. Shane Helms picks up a win over Charlie Haas. 4.5 star, 82%. Bryan Danielson beats Just Incredible. 4 star, 8%. New team are thrown together. Crowbar and Nick Mondo are now called the Psycho Ward. They got beat, however, by no gimmicks needed. Chris Candido and Jamie Noble. The first triple threat match will be AJ versus Edge versus DDP. This got a 90% as a little video hype. Natural Born Thrillers beat the Young Dragons 3 stars, 79%. Lance Storm continues to win. He had a 5-star match against Hoovy, 86%. Eddie wants a title shot. He comes out and cuts a promo, points out that he pinned Sean O'Haire at the pay-per-view. Therefore, he's next in line for a TV title shot. It's got 86%. Abyss beats Blake Nyhard, 3.5 star, 83%. Jericho beats Jerry Lynn, 4-star match, 84%. Title change. Joseph Thunder Liger beats Kidman, 5-star match, 90%. New Cruiserweight Champion. Your second triple threat match tonight will be Jeff Hardy versus Regal versus Triple H. Fatu, Chemo Fatu or Umaga, as you might know him as, beats Kurt Hanging, 3.5 stars, 79%. So Steiner, Scott Hall and Jeff Jarrett beat Mike Jannetty, Paul London and Shawn Michaels. 86%, 4-star match. Christian beats Steve Corino in a 4-star match, 87%. Vampiro cuts a promo on Sting. He blames himself for letting Sting into the group. The fact he lost Punk and Daniels to injury, but from the ashes, the fallen will rise up. Next week, Sting will come face to face and end this. 91%. The first triple threat match. AJ Styles beats Edge and DDP. And got very much over for that. 86%. In the second triple threat match, Jeff Hardy beats Triple H and Steven Regal. 93%, decent match. Following the match, Kurt Angle reminds everyone he's the best in the company and he isn't afraid to prove it over and over again. So this is your new main event for the next pay-per-view. AJ and Jeff Hardy are going to have an opportunity at the world title. 90%, not too bad because I'm showing some new blood on the show. Oh, Kaz Hayashi's come out with an injury. So, because I've got a lot of pre-booked stuff, hamstring till the... Wow, that's quite a long time. Hopefully that won't affect too many matches, but we'll have to keep a lookout. Johnny Laurinaitis renews his contract with NWA Wildside. D'Lo and Chaz beat the Hollies in the main event to become the tag team champions. This is on the same show the Ming teamed with The Rock to beat Kai and Tai. Wow, okay then. Oh, a lot of contracts here from AJW. I think that's all Japan women, if I'm right. Rocco Rock and Eric Watts. Cool. Developmental Lash LaRue headlined. Good wordage. Alright, it's a bit of a quiet month. Just having a little random look at some of the other shows that are going. Alright, let's carry on. Carry on. 2 Thunders to go. I'm sure I should probably put a new storyline. Wrong Jeff there. There we go. WCW title. AJ versus Jeff versus Angle. Monday Night Raw. Shamrock beat Brian Adams. Yeah, former Crush. 74%. Nick Mondo wants a title match. Sure, why not? Can easily put him in a tag title match. Now he's got a tag partner. Oh, there's a good one. Sean Waltman's contract's up. I am definitely going for him. Big fan of X-Pac. So he's still got good stats. Still pretty healthy. Be silly not to. He's obviously going to be. Hang on. This is over. This 80. That's very good. Probably. Let's try and get him on a longer deal. I guess he would be degenerate, would he not? Let's go for cocky. This is what I keep forgetting. This is why I've lost out on people. You got to keep changing the year every time. There we go. 6 is coming back to WCW. So I get him on the 19th of, well, it'll be 20th of April. So I've got a whole month before I can even use him near enough. So 20th of April, so he'll be back about here. So he'll be on for one show, so I might not even book him, but he's signed, that's what matters. Right, from DC Armory in Columbia. So I did have Kaz Hayashi in a match. This is going to drive me crazy now because I've got to find him. There it was. Unfortunately, it's just easier to delete the match. Doug Williams faces Kidman. Kidman wins 4-star, 76%. Noble loses to Credible, 3.5-star, 80%. Bischoff announces Angle will team with Hardy tonight to face AJ and a number, anyone from the NWO he wants, 85%. Booker T and Buff Bagwell beat Sydal and Finn Balor. Regal and Danielson have a match. Regal wins, 5-star match, 89%. AJ decides his tag team partner is going to be Jeff Jarrett, 86%. Jerry Lynn and Lance Storm get beat by Amazing Red and Rey Mysterio, who I'm considering making a full-time tag team. 5-star match, 89%. Los Guerreros jump Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo backstage, injuring Chuck's knee. He needs medical attention, 81%. Edge wins against Charlie Haas, 3-star match, 78%. The Triad, who haven't had a match in a while, beat Psycho Ward and Brian Clark, 3-star match, 78%. Jericho beats the Cruiserweight Champion in a non-title match, 5-star match, 94%. AMW tell Helms to consider the offer. Look at what it's done for them. They've gone from the unknown to WCW Tag Team Champions. I've got a 92%, considering who's in this angle. That's very good. Cross promotion match. Mike Awesome wins, 4-star, 85%. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Tor Owashi would be a guess. HBK retains the WCW US title against Fatu. 4-star match, 91%. Final match, HBK is attacked by the NWO. Even Fatu joins in. until Mark Jannetty and Paul London make the save. Sting is Vampiro calls Sting out as he makes his way to the ring. Abyss attacks him. Vampiro joins in and they throw him off the stage onto some well-placed tables. Vampiro then shakes hands with Father James Mitchell. 97 overall. Triple H beats Christian, 3.5 star, 93%. And then your main event, AJ continues his winning ways. Him and Jeff Jarrett beat Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy, 5 star, 100%. 95 for this Thunder. The rise of AJ to main event promise in WCW is happening. Huh. So Lita's contract's up, and so is Stephanie McMahon. If I had a women's division, I'd consider it. And Samoa Joe. And that is one worth considering, but I don't think the time's right for Samoa Joe in WCW. SmackDown. Steve Blackman in the main event. I don't even know what to say about WWE anymore. They've got an angle involving Goldberg and Shannon Moore. Enough said. Two guys that I let go. Wildside. Reno main events against Claudio. Oh, Matt Hardy. Well, I've got Jeff, so you know it kind of makes sense. Apologies if I'm going to say as a face. Good old Matthew Hardy. Let the bidding war begin. I'd rather pay the money to bring in the younger talent easily. Thank you very much. So that's Matt Hardy signing 23rd of April. So we've poached X-Pac and Matt Hardy. But, you know, with all these contracts coming up, could be losing quite a few as well. Oh, WrestleMania. Cool, okay, so we've got Bryan Adams wins the Hardcore title. The Rock retains the Intercontinental title. D'Lo and Chaz are still tag champs. Bubba Ray beat Steve Austin to retain the world title. And in the main event, Steve Austin so he lost the world title but then retained the European title against Goldberg. Interesting. So I'm going to add someone to the NWO, which is Fatu, and for the Fallen I'm going to add Abyss and James Mitchell. And because I've got a brand, if I click assign to NWO for Fatu, go to the top, there is an NWO colours. It will make sense in a minute when we do the last Thunder. Mark Henry went from opening WrestleMania to main eventing against Steve Austin. Oh my god. What have we got here? Tim White has left WWF. Okay. Is he any good? He still works as a referee and he's got 83. Yeah. I'll bring him in. 1 year deal. And I'll quickly stick him in a match before. So at least he does a show. Proceed anyway. Right, last one. From Utah. So we open the show. Brett welcomes Kimo Fatu into the NWO and they put a warning out for Shawn Michaels. 95%. Carino beats Doug Williams in a good match. 4-star, 83%. Liger beats Hoovy and Charlie Haas, again for some reason non-title, 5-star match, 86%. Red and Amazing Red and Rey Mysterio beat from Michinoku Pro, Chad Collar and Dean Almark. Still a good match though. Red's got a bit of overness boost there. AJ and Jeff Hardy talk about their defeat and blame each other. They decide to settle it one-on-one tonight. AJ versus Kurt Angle. Kurt Hennig beats Ultimo Dragon. 4-star match, 8%. Noble and Candido again beat the Psycho Ward. 4-star, 78%. Shawn Michaels thanks London and Marty for the help. Tonight they're going to have a 6-man tag rematch against the NWO. That's right next. So this time it's Shawn Michaels, London, Jannetty against Steiner, Scott Hall and Fatu. And Fatu gets the win. Gets a big overness. 89%. The Evolution. Triple H and his troops meet Helms before his match. He rejects the offer. 97%. Regal then goes on to beat Shane Helms in a 4.5-star, 93%. Following the match, Evolution beat him down. Triple H then pedigrees him to emphasize the point. 83%. Chris Kanyon beats Billy Kidman in a good match. 4.5 stars. Edge and Christian beat Lance Storm and Jerry Lynn. 4.5 star, 84%. Vampiro cuts a promo, talks about his new license, officially welcomes Abyss and James Mitchell to the fold. Sting will soon learn he should never have turned his back on them. 88%. Chris Jericho beats David Flair from the NWA Wildside Developmental. 3-star match, 75%. So that's a good tester. 3-star for David Flair. Sean O'Haire beats Chavo Guerrero. 3.5 star, 85%. Following the match, Eddie helps his nephew out of the ring. Has a bit of back and forth with Sean O'Haire. Main event time. Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy is a draw. Double disqualification, I believe, due to interference from AJ Styles. Fans didn't like that finish, but it was a 5-star match, 100%. AJ then floors both Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy with a steel chair and stands tall. 97%. Right, the fun's about to begin. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, so we've got some contracts coming up, 4 days away, so we're going to start it now. So who's going to stay, who's going to go, I guess. Right, Haas is not enhanced. Probably should check out what people are before offering them contracts. So Charlie Haas is currently heel enhancement. Still going to be a heel. We'll give you a 2-year deal. So that's one. Paul London. You Low mid card. He's a face. Try and sign him down. 3-year deal. Carino. Steve Carino has had a good little run under me. Mid card, classic heel. In your dreams, mate. We'll give him a 1 year, see if he wants to stay. So WWE coming in for Carino. You know what? I'm going to let him go. So that's Steve Carino to the WWF. Ultimo. Upper mid-carder, let's have a look. Just the mid-carder. Give him the old classic heel. Yeah, cool. So Kimberly, I believe, is a face manager. As she's like DDP's manager, you know. That'll do. 1 year deal, you can stay. Harley Race will be a road agent. Let's see if we can tie him down. Bret Hart, obviously he's a personality. Doesn't want to work house show, shock. Here we go, the war for Bret Hart. This is going up quite a lot. Let's try again. So Bret stays just about. CM Punk main event. I'm not sure about that, mate. Mid card. He was a goth gimmick. I'll try a 4-year deal. Right, I'm gonna let him go. WWE's got CM Punk now. So I've lost a couple of half decent talent here, but right, we've got some more contracts. Let's start with the easier ones to do are staff members because they don't often have to compete with anybody. Mike Awesome. I can see WWE coming in for Mike Awesome, to be fair. He is upper mid card, badass face. Yeah, I figured they would. That's good. Awesome staying. Crowbar will give another year to. Believe he's probably low mid carder. Extremist. Excellent. We'll keep Daphne as well. Who's left? What? God, oh my god. Okay. Alright, I suppose Marty Jannetty's doing okay. I'll give Marty Jannetty another 180 days. Red's just started to be used, so he can be an underdog. Try and sign him. Alright, anyone else? We've got April, March. So we've got the Mexicals. May, sorry. Triple H is coming up. Sting's coming up. Kurt Angle's coming up. Oh, this is going to be fun. So for now, we'll leave the rest for now. So we'll have April to book, and then at the end of the April's video, we'll see what's going on with these guys in March. But we've got May. Sorry, we've got Sting's contract. We've got Triple H, Bam Bam, Kurt Angle, Diamond Dallas Page, Sean O'Haire. So we've got quite a few good ones coming up. This could be interesting. So just to confirm, Punk's gone and Carino's gone. We're bringing in Matt Hardy, and we're bringing in Sean Waltman, otherwise known as X-Pac. And we just got to finish the month off. Austin beats Shamrock. Don't see Punk's name at all. Yeah, and I'm going to finish with an auto push as well. See who everyone is. Have a little look at the rosters these days. We're on 30th of March. David Flair. I'm probably going to have to go for David. If I could spell his name right, that would be good. Let's bring him up. Bring up David Flair to the roster. Apparently it starts in a month's time, but I think I can also just do that. Whether that breaks the game, who knows? Oh well, his contract's there. I'm sure it's fine. Right, let's power through. 1st of April, end of the month. Been a bit of a wild one this month. Contract galores. You're losing a couple of guys. Got a couple of ones coming in. Some Robert Conway is available. Dutch Mantle has left his post. Apart from that, have I got any big news? No one news started. So let's go for rankings. AMW having a great year so far. Top 1 and 2. Kidman and Edge. AJ's on fire. Abyss. The old merch. Scotty Steiner, number 1. Angle, Hardy, Jericho, Booker, Sting. Alright, let's auto push. And let's have a little look see at promotions now. We'll look at the main two. So for me, that's how the Hill put auto pushers assigned it. Hall and Steiner are my only 2 main event heels. Jericho, Jeff, Angle, Sting. AJ's climbing the ranks, upper mid-carder now. Triple H is only an upper mid-carder. There's my personalities. And the old WWF. Wow, Bradshaw. Main event Bradshaw. 81, yeah, he's over. Okay, interesting. Goldberg, Austin are the main event faces. Someone I got rid of is an upper mid card. Okay. Yeah, look at CM Punk. He got a bigger. That's probably my fault. But hey, it'd be interesting to see how he does. Good on Uncle Steve Corino. They're bringing him in as a face. Stacked roster they've got. They just don't use it as how I'd use it, to be honest. And we'll have a look at the titles. Austin still your 427 days into his European title campaign. The Rock's gone over a year for the IT title. Ivory's on a tear in the women's division. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this one. Cheers for taking some time to give it a go, and as always, take care everyone.